Guys, welcome back. This time we'll be in Villanueva del Rosario. It's exactly 1 year since I sent Chilam, Balam, and I think it's appropriate I release it today. Yeah, it's this route was never really recorded the whole way, and yeah, here I am. I'm gonna be even commenting all the parts and so on. So I'll be the whole time with you. Get your popcorn ready, and yeah, it's more than 20 minutes of entertainment. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to represent the whole route just so it's gonna be also easier for somebody who is tempted to try it, because for me it was a pain in the ass to figure out all the moves, because it's just basically the easiest part kinda. Took me the most to figure out all the betas and stuff, because it's super important to climb the easiest parts the most efficient possible, in a way to be able to send the whole route, because the crux, the do or die is at the very end in the last slab. So it's super important, yeah, that you get super efficient at everything in order to have enough energy and mental power left to execute the last slab. Here we are. It's like the first no hand shakeout, and followed by basically the hardest crux of the whole route. Luckily, it's basically at 10 meters, like super low down, and you can try it a lot. Yeah, I think it's, to be honest, the most physical one, and
Nice.
actually none of the tries I did it, to be honest, quite
Come on.
quick, but still never felt super solid. Even on the try that I sent the route, it felt, yeah, there was a chance to fall. And I think it's some cool moves like big drop knees, toe hooks,
Nice.
heel hooks. Yeah, I don't know, cool cracks. I think it's easier for taller guys. For smaller ones, quite hard, I think. But yeah, I guess maybe just this part could be like an 8A boulder. It always depends, but yeah, I think it's not easy at all. But then followed by some easier climbing, a little bit pumpy if you don't know, if you're on siding, but once you know these moves well, it's pretty chill, and you can basically rest during the moves. And this is actually also the most efficient way of climbing this route. You kind of have to keep on moving. At least this was the case for me. I figured out that if I stay too long on certain parts of the route, it just gets me, yeah, more and more tired. And the important thing on the end is also, like, if your feet hurt in the shoes, it's yeah, it's, I don't know, for me at least, it wasn't enjoyable, and it's game over very quickly. Here's another very good rest, followed by the most iconic crux of the route. For me at least, this was, yeah, for sure why I wanted to try this thing. And yeah, I like tufas a lot, but these ones are actually one of the favorite ones I've ever seen. Like the best tufas I've ever seen. And yeah, these cracks with this ninja kick that it's coming up, yeah, I don't know, for me this was so cool. And also the easiest way of doing it, probably it's possible to do it also in another way, but for me it was the most efficient one. And yeah, I enjoyed just every time I was coming to these cracks. I enjoyed it so much. Then it was followed by a sketchy part, which is also very pumpy, and if you mess it up just a little bit, you get way more tired. And yeah, once you're ready to do good red point tries, you need to be very focused here to not do too many mistakes, because you can lose way too much power here. It's hard to fall once you're ready to send it, but still you can easily burn too much energy here. And yeah, it's basically, here it's already, things are kind of summing up if you are in the realm of a possibility or in the realm of not being able to do it. At this point now, it will get much easier. It's a good rest again, good knee bar, and all these moves. Traverse to the left over these big tufas is very chill, and it's one of those spots on the route where it's you climb and rest in between. And here it's also one picture for another angle of the route, just for you to see how cool the place is. I don't know. Yeah, once I saw the pictures and videos of this place, I wanted to actually try this route for like more than 10 years. I was waiting for an opportunity to come here and try it. I knew that I'm gonna like it, but yeah, the thing is with this route you need good strategy, because even if you're very well prepared endurance wise and power wise, it's still not a guarantee that you will just send it very quickly. In a matter of like 5 days I was able to actually come kind of close already. I was like falling in the last lap already, but I mean, then the bad weather came, and yeah, I was just like, at that time it was not possible to proceed. But yeah, once I returned, I thought it's gonna be like a piece of cake, but actually it took me a while to get back into the moves, to just figure out everything. The route is 80 plus meters long, and to just remember all the details, to get everything dialed is, probably the hardest thing, to be honest. Here we're coming to the end of the first part. The route is divided on 2 parts. Basically, the first third is an 8C plus. I think not an easy one, to be honest, just because of the first cracks. But yeah, here's a little bit pumpy still, followed by a good rest. But then it's we're coming to the steepest part of the route, followed by hard cracks just at the beginning. And here, after you've done the 8C plus, you need to find a way to relax very well, because this one is quite powerful and demands still quite a lot of explosiveness from you. And I found it very cool. It just makes this route so enjoyable to climb. It's so long, but at the same time the styles change so much. It's basically, you get kind of like a little dino in the middle of this roof, and yeah, I don't know, just look at it, it's cool. I don't know. Bang.
I don't know.
I don't know, I enjoyed this one a lot. Though the first time I tried it, I felt super intimidated. This part of the wall is very exposed, and I mean, I don't have really fear of heights or anything. Especially when I'm like tied on a rope, I feel secure. But somehow, sometimes you get these parts of the wall that you feel super exposed or something, and this was definitely the case. Also, the bolts look, they are kinda, the classic, but they are very far apart, to be honest. It feels sketchy the first time you try it. Also, like some of the quick draws inside are very old, and you don't have all of them to switch straight away. And the first time you go through the route, it feels super sketchy. Here it gets considerably easier once you know it, but again, it's one of these all the moves are kind of hard to figure out. And the first 2-3 tries when I went through this roof traverse was very tiring, and I thought, wow man, it's gonna take a while to figure out these things. But every time you go up, you find, your intuition finds new little tricks with knee bars, drop knees and stuff like that, and eventually this becomes super easy. But it requires time. again, it's not super demanding, but it requires complete focus. You mess up little things with your feet, all of a sudden the pump kicks in. It's one of these things that if you don't take a lot of body weight with your feet, it's all of a sudden all on the arms, and you this part is a roof climb, but it's a very technical roof climb. One funny fact is also that this route, believe it or not, it was bolted straight away. It's not a combination between many of the
No.
routes here. I mean, the story goes like that. I don't know if it's completely true, but the locals told me that this was the first route bolted here, and after there was a 7C going straight up on at the start on the right side, just so Barnaby had it for a warm up. And yeah, it's crazy. It's been like more than 20 years since his send, and he apparently also did it without knee pads. I believe it's possible for sure to do it without knee pads, but I think he would still do some knee bars, but your yeah, just your skin would be completely wrecked, I guess, and yeah, it doesn't make the moves itself, I guess, much easier, but yeah, it's just ridiculous you would do this completely without knee pads. At least you would put some jeans on or something. Um, yeah. For me, it was even a problem when I was trying it with knee pads first, because having the knee pads on for an hour is a huge pain in the ass. Luckily, later your skin gets used to it, used to the pressure and so on, and then it actually becomes enjoyable. But at the start, it's yeah, huge pain in the ass. Here we're now like almost at the end of the roof climb, at maybe 2/3 of the route. Slowly we will start going up to the slabby part. At this point we've probably done like a 9A already, and now like in about 10 meters it's gonna be a huge rest coming up where you're able to switch the rope. You're in like two both legs in knee bar, full release, and you can clip yourself into the long sling. You can pull down the rope, and belayer can switch the spot exactly this static rope that you can see on the left. This makes the climb way more enjoyable at the end. The crazy thing, you can do it also with one rope. I was actually doing it at the start with only one rope, but then the locals told me like, yeah, are you crazy? Like the last ascensionists all did it with a rope change, and then this also made a huge change. Yeah, in I mean that I was basically having a chance to send it, because with one rope it would take a little bit longer, I guess, because on the end it's still the rope weighs about like 5 kilos even, when you're probably even more, I don't know, the feeling is crazy, but still not as crazy as you would think for 82 meters of climbing, you know. It's been bolted super well. Here's a funny little crux. It's again, you would think that it's nothing easy when you first time go over it. I had no videos of this part or anything in between, and it's sometimes so hard to figure out. Like, it should be easy, but at the same time it's not, and you really need to, yeah, figure it out. But that's why it was a lot of fun for me to figure out all this part. It's maybe the roof climb is only 8B plus, but I don't know. It would be. I don't imagine it to that I would be able to onside it, because it's such strange moves. Not everything is super obvious. It looks like from here it's obvious tufas and it's but somehow it's yeah strange to read it. Um, yeah, but at this point, like few more moves and then it's gonna be this huge arrest where you can change the rope. Here, Andrea, my cameraman, comes into the shot. Huge props to him. He was like filming the whole way for me, and because of this, I'm able to actually present you the whole route. The footage is phone footage, and it's like not the best, but yeah, I mean, for somebody who wants to learn the moves or just wants to know about this route, how it actually looks like, this is this is why we're able to watch it now. Here, a huge changer that was I was able to find a way to put the shoes down while I was yeah doing my attempts. This was a big game changer because for me my feet were killing me at this point already. And once I figured like yeah fuck man the knee bar is so good I can actually put my shoes down. I tried it work first time and I saw yeah man wow this is gonna change so much because the last slab is so precise that yeah if your feet get a little bit numb it's way harder and but with this strategy it was a big game changer yeah and I was feeling fresh in my feet and yeah to be honest all these little things uh, make a big change. While resting, there was also a lot of things going on in my head. It's also an art to know when to start from the rest because after you go from here, it's no way back. It doesn't start hard all of a sudden. You have these like two little cracks before the main one on the end, but you really know that you need to do them well because each of them is not super easy and also not super hard, but it's one of those things that if you don't do completely perfectly, uh, it starts summing up and you really don't want to mess up. So at this point, I always felt kind of like butterflies in my stomach before starting from the rest. Yeah, almost the same as before I went into the route. You know, you feel kind of like the same pressure again. Uh, because at this point yeah you need to be even more careful with being with perfect with all the moves as soon as you do little mistakes yeah it's hard to recover and starts messing up with your head. The thing is if there would be a really powerful finish it would be a difference but since it's was you needed to be so precise yeah there was just no room for error because yeah the mind needed to stay sharp at this point. Here it looks like there's kind of like another rest with this hole, but it's kind of strange. It's not that incline that it looks from here. You can't really stand completely on your feet all the time. You need to still hold on with your arms, and the holds are you kind of still pinching this flat tufa, so you can't really fully breathe in all the time and you quite soon want to continue from here. There's another like a knee bar at the just before entering but it's like here it looks like really good but once I first time tried it I felt like I won't be able to rest there. Eventually it gets better, you start being also better in your cuffs, the cuffs need to get stronger and then you're able to actually get something out. But more or less here it's gonna be like setting the mind straight and really going for it. On the right side, I added a clip from Julia Casso. She one try went up with me when I was on my working try, just to film the last cracks, and I think it's cool for you guys to see how spicy it is. You got some footage of this already, but yeah, I do it a little bit different than other guys, and also for this is I was able to actually stack the most. I was able to stick the most crucial hold actually in an easier way. But then for me somehow it wasn't finished yet, so you will see. I think I put a record of how many tries I spent falling in the last step on actually being on the kind of better hold already, but still wasn't able to finish it. You will see now, it's crazy.
Ale, ale, ale. Ale, Domen, ale, ale, ale. Ale, 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 dai. Ale, ale, dai, dai, dai. Dai, 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 ale, ale. Ale, ale, dai, dai. Dai, 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 dai. Dai, ale, ale, ale.
Yeah, and then there was also a struggle with my knee pads. I just came with one pair, and when the very old ones, luckily later I got a kit to stitch it up, and actually it worked again. I went for another few tries, but also very mental ones because the bad weather was coming in. I gave it my all and didn't work out. I went completely crazy because I thought it's game over and I'll have to come again next year or something. The amount of water that was on the forecast, I was pretty sure it's the tufas will just be all soaked. Especially because I had already the knowledge this from my first trip. But then luckily somehow it was a surprise. It wasn't that bad. Of course it got a bit wet, but not too bad. I was able to with some toilet paper I was able to actually change the flow, and the tufas, some of the tufas got dry, and also it wasn't actually too bad. Only a few tufas got a bit wet, and it was game on. So the last 2 days I was able to get back on it, and on the very last day, very last try, I was able to do it, and yeah, it was a crazy sensation, and yeah, I was just more than happy because also everything went perfectly. Like the last step felt super secure, super good. Crazy thing is when I grabbed the last jack, I went off this flow state, and all of a sudden I was panicking a little bit, but luckily I still had so much in the reserve. I was able to finish it off, and then yeah, I mean, I was very proud of myself at that moment. Yeah, that's why I also went for this route, because it's I think everybody who will do this route, it's not really about the grade, it's about the thing that you climb this 82-meter monster, which is just insane. And also to figure out all the moves. I think even this will help you if you try the route, but at the same time you need to find your own betas and so on. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.